next. Let's go to Tom in Dorking. Tom, hello.
Hello. Thank you very much for taking my call. I've just returned recently from a holiday, and I went with an airline, and within their website, they say, why don't you book a car with us as well? So that's what I did. On arrival at the destination, was picked up and went to the car hire company. And lo and behold, they started saying, you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. Basically, they wanted something like £110 for a full tank of fuel. And they wanted the specialized insurance of £350. And I said, no, the normal insurance we do and all that. And they say, well, if you don't take the higher insurance, when you return the car, we will definitely find something wrong and you will lose your deposit anyway. I said, what? And that's when I walked away. That's the long and short of the story. And then when I came back, I complained to the airline, and they basically spinning me around saying that, I didn't arrive on time. I was like, well, I arrived on time as, you had my flight number and all that. So I'm just wondering, where do I stand? Can I, take it any further?
What are you after, Tom? Do you want the money back from what you paid to hire the car because you didn't hire the car?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm not after any major compensation. I mean, it's not a big amount of money.
How much was the car hire?
£58.
Were you just hiring it for one day?
No, for a whole week.
Wow, that's very good value. What country
was
this?
I know. That's what I thought. I don't want to mention the airline, but
thank you.
That's what they advertised.
What country was it?
It was Greece. It was in Crete.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm sure you've done this many times. You know that these car hire companies make all their money by selling expensive top-ups like tanks of petrol, like excess waiver insurance. You don't have to take any of it. But for the guy to say to you, if you don't take it, we're going to find damage with the car, I mean, that's just outrageous.
That's why I was fuming and walked out.
Yeah.
And my wife at the background was trying to film, at least take a picture of the person who said it. And he was like over the counter and tried to rip it off her.
Because, of course, in many situations, these people are on commission. And that's why he was engaging in such heavy-handed tactics to try to sell the insurance.
Yeah.
Right. So your question is, what can you do? I mean, their behaviour is disgusting. Absolutely appalling. I'm trying to think whether the airline will be liable. The airline will be liable because this will qualify as a package holiday because they were selling flight and car. Therefore, it qualifies as a package holiday. Therefore, they are liable for the actions of the car hire company. Do you have a claim against the car hire company? I think you do. I think you're entitled to walk away here because they've told you they intend to breach the contract. They intend to defraud you by charging you for damage that hadn't exist. So for lawyers listening, for law students listening, we get a lot of law students listening, this is what's called an anticipatory breach of contract. To put that in English, they've told you they're going to do something that's against the contract, charge you for something that that they're not entitled to charge you for. And as a result, you are entitled to walk away and get your money back. So legally, you're entitled to that 58 quid back. Yeah. Good luck getting it from is it a budget airline?
It is.
Yeah. Good luck getting it. They're never going to pay it to you voluntarily. Did you pay for the holiday by credit card or debit card?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good.
Both of them I paid by credit card.
Excellent. That means that the credit card company is potentially liable. You would have spent more than 100 quid on the flights and the cars. That gets you over the minimum 100 to get the credit card company involved. You add them all together to work out whether you reach that 100 threshold. And you can try writing to the credit card company and saying you want to make a Section 75 claim. That's what it's called. I suspect the credit card company will just back up what the airline's saying, i.e. you arrived late, which means if you want to pursue the £58, and I think you should, Tom, I don't normally say people should pursue such small claims, but this is outrageous behaviour. Issue a claim in the small claims court.
It's more the principle of it rather than the loss of the £58.
Yeah. Well, you're very sensible that you know this isn't worth litigating over financially, but sometimes you just need to take a stand. And this is really appalling behaviour.